Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to get the Wurst hacked client for Minecraft 1.21.1. So first we're going to go to the Wurst download web page here. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom until we find this 1.21.1 version here. I'm going to go ahead and click this grey download box for the Wurst client and save that to the desktop. And then we're going to also save the Fabric API to the desktop as well. And once you've gone ahead and saved those, that's everything we need from this website. We can move over to the Fabric installer. Now over here we're going to click this little link which is under the big download for Windows button. Go ahead and hit that. Then click desktop and hit save. Now once we've got all of these three files, we can go ahead and get rid of this tab here. And we should have three files that look something like this. Now the first one is the Fabric installer, which we're going to open. And we're just going to run this. It should be pretty quick. It'll pop up and we can just hit install as soon as it's open. This will create a 1.21.1 installation within the Minecraft launcher so that you can run the client itself. Next we're going to go ahead and cross this off. We no longer need this. You can go ahead and delete the Fabric installer if you want. And we can go ahead and hit the Windows key and the letter R. This is for Windows 11 of course. It should work on Windows 10 as well, and I've already got it typed in here, but what you're going to want to type is %appdata%, and we're going to go ahead and hit enter, hit OK, and we should have the .minecraft folder located to the top of these folders here. Yours may look a little different, but what you're looking for is .minecraft. Now we can go ahead and open this. Once you've run the Fabric installer, it should have made a mods folder for you here. So you're going to look for a folder that says mods. I'm going to double click this and we're going to now drag the Wurst client and also the Fabric API in here. Now this is technically everything that you need to do. It is now installed. Make sure that when you're doing this you do not have the window or the Minecraft launcher or game running, or this will just not work. You can go ahead and double click the Minecraft launcher now and it should have made a new installation for us. Alright, as you can see down the bottom left hand corner here, we now have Fabric Loader 1.21.1, and this is the Wurst hack client. So we can just go ahead and hit play again, and this is everything installed. You now have the client itself, and after a little while it should load, and the way that we know that it worked is because it will say Minecraft 1.21.1/Fabric modded down in the bottom hand corner here. Now if we go into a single player world and we just go ahead and open up a random world here, we should now have an extra tab in the options here. It says Wurst options. This is where you can alter everything. For example, the keybinds, you can add, you can remove them, all sorts of stuff you can do in here. You can go back out of there for now, go back to game. Now, we are in the game. If you want to actually access the hacks that are in this game, you're going to want to hit the right control button. So the right control button will bring up these tabs. They may be open, they may be closed, depending on whether or not you've used them before. But you can go ahead and left click, which is just the normal click you use to break blocks in the game, to drag these tabs around. And clicking on these little green arrows will bring up all of the hacks that you can use. There is a ton that you can enable and disable. To enable a hack, you simply left click on it and it will go green. To disable it, left click on it again. And also to get out of the hacks menu, just press the escape button. You can go ahead and hit escape. Now the first thing that you're probably going to want to do is disable this ugly Wurst logo that's in the top left hand corner. So if we go ahead and hit right control again, we're looking for the UI settings here. This is a little thing that's labeled UI settings. The first setting at the top should say Wurst logo. If we go ahead and click this button here, this will bring up this Wurst logo settings. Now at the very bottom here it says visibility is set to always. Just select that to only when outdated. That seems to be the only option here. Go ahead and hit escape now and you won't have that ugly sausage logo in the top left hand corner. A few shortcut keys you might want to know. G is flight. You're going to want to definitely enable no fall, otherwise you will still take fall damage when you land. So if you just go ahead and search for no fall, you can go ahead and enable this, and that will make it so that you can fly as high as you possibly want, and then when you fall back down to the ground you're not going to take any fall damage whatsoever. C is Fulbright, X is X-ray, which is a little bit laggy for me there. And you can go ahead and hit it again to get rid of it. Anyway, the main ones that you need to remember is that right control is to open the main hacks menu and right shift is to open the search hacks menu. The difference between these is when you press right shift, it gives you a search bar at the top as well, where you can search for the hack if you were to know the name. For example, NoFall, I can search it up, I can enable it, I can disable it. It can be a little slower if you don't know how to use them all. You can also see all of them with no particular categorization by using this little scroll wheel to scroll down through all of these. And you can of course go ahead and turn these on or off. You go ahead and hit escape to get out of that, and the right control button is of course to get these. Also remember that holding down click moves these boxes around. That's another important one to keep in mind. And you're probably not going to want to use all of these open at once, so it pays to store the less used ones at the top. For example, UI settings, the fun tab, others probably not going to be used much, neither is chat. The main ones you're going to use is render, blocks, combat, and movement. And of course UI settings just at the very beginning to turn the sausage logo off if it's bugging you. Anyway, thanks for watching, have a nice day, goodbye.